Hey, what's up, guys? Haven't put out a video in forever, but with the advent of Z2, I decided to play a lot of games with her, and I wanted to showcase some of my favorite games. I don't think anyone watches my channel anymore, but this is mostly for my sake. So I guess I'll go over the gear I'm using on her right now. Got a Crystal Stinger, Aeolus, I stole from Marine, Fury of Tyr, and Overlord badge. A lot of people go Meteor on her, or use Balance Blade for clocks and extra range on an AoE set, but I opted for the Clock Stinger, and I've had a fair bit of success with that. So I've highlighted some games that I did in points matches and in casuals. So we'll just get into it and showcase what this unit can do. We'll start with this one versus Jagger. I'm not gonna belabor the band pick. I think I'll speak more about my band pick strategy while we're in the game. But we'll take a look at the teams before we start. I was pretty satisfied with how my team came out. Very aggressive, long leg composition here. Not in love with Sherry, but it's fine given what he brought. The one thing that I let through that I probably shouldn't was McLean, and he's just kind of a nightmare unit to deal with. Other than that, I'm not too concerned with his composition, but McLean does present a significant problem. The good thing about Z2 is she can just stay far back and kind of wait the match out. Now this is the problem most McLeans have is this water tile lasts one turn, so it's not 6 stars, it's probably like 5 stars. So I decided to play passively and just hang back, let him blow his water tiles without being too aggressive and jumping in. I do like to jump in with Z2, but not when they have a significant movement advantage. It makes it very hard to follow up. He's playing passive as well, trying to bait me in. But with only one turn to wait, I don't mind waiting. Breeze on Kagura there is pretty awesome because it really gives her significant range here. I think she even might be able to reach 1, 2, 3, 4. No, she can't reach anything. These tiles just are completely oppressive. Again, just playing very defensively. He used his 2 primary water tiles. He uses 3C water tiles, and then he uses range water tiles. So at the end of this turn, these water tiles are about to go away. All he has is his act again water tiles, and so because of that, he's pushing in. So interestingly here, I mispositioned and put both Kagura and lost him in range to be attacked, and he's gonna snipe off lost him here, which leaves me with either Z2 or my own Kagura to punish, and that's not a great set of options to punish this, because if Z2 goes in, she makes herself extremely vulnerable to counterattacks and just blowing her load right here, as opposed to getting in the thick of it where she likes to be. But I wasn't 100% sure that Kagura would kill, double horse Kagura would kill Barbarian Warrior Lancer Kagura. In hindsight, I think Kagura would be able to kill this, but I opted for the safer play. And so to work through these matches, I'm not going to really slow the video down much anymore, or slow the match down. I'm just going to let it run, but I might stop at like a couple key moments or rewind to show stats before important kills. Win well procced, but I don't think it matters. It's close to mattering. So she couldn't actually follow up. Sherry couldn't get a kill on anyone else over here, so I just figured I'd take the guaranteed Epsilon kill. Survived with the 127 HP. She does have 1-up, but this at least prevents the 1-up from having to be activated. And it didn't matter because she got one shot anyway. So it's not looking great right now. He's got Lucretia with her doll up. He has a fully prepared Gintoki. And he's got a McLean, who still has his water revive. Now I do have Elwyn, but Elwyn is clearly not going to last very long here. And there goes Elwyn. So right now, it's Z2 with a broken weapon. So Stinger's not active. McLean, fully powered, still has his revive, still has all of his skills. Gintoki still has 3C and a punched around Lucretia. Okay, so we apply the can't act again debuff. We apply damage down 20%. I'm on a city wall, and my forbidden armor procced. I don't use forbidden anymore, but it was very interesting that he does have 2 stacks, or actually he's got 4 stacks. Now this isn't a 6-star Gintoki, it's a 5-star Gintoki. And he does have minus 20% damage down from this AoE. But I thought at 60% or 70% HP with... actually, he's got max stacks. I thought Z2 would be dead, but she actually survived there. Now, he tries to act again here, but the act again debuff... Or maybe he did it to heal, I'm not sure. But the act again debuff is active, so... Now she does have first, oh, I didn't have an ability at that point. Yeah, so I have teleport, and if I teleport, I'll get Decisive Blade back. She will have first strike ability with, because she has her buff up. She kills Gintoki, absorbs the soul, tanks the hit from McLean. She's incredibly resilient with werewolves. So yeah, that was the first game. Let's get into the next one. I'm going to do my best to minimize any pausing. Alright, well, at least take a look at the comps. Again, I let my claim through. Oh, and I have significant and severe poor positioning in this match, and it puts me at a pretty sizable disadvantage early on. I thought Ellen on a city wall would just be safe there. And actually, I think he is for purposes of this turn because I have first move. But again, I see the McLean dropping water tiles. I try to back up. I give Ellen a little speed boost there. I think in my head I realized he could be punished because obviously there's like a Lucretia and a Werner with Breeze. But I really didn't think much about how I would respond if he was punished. If I was punished. And so that hurt. Fortunately, I was able to just one-shot that with Sherry. But this is not a position I like. I blow Sherry's 3C. It will come back in one turn, but I blow her act again. I can't really do anything else this turn with Sherry, so I opt to just back out. I do have a Soul Scrap just sitting there. Windwall procs, I'm on a mountain. Survive with 450 HP. I just decide to heal up. I'm not super concerned with getting any immediate value out of Kagura. If he wants to push out of his water to engage, I figure, why not let him do that. So finishes her off with Lucretia. Again, like I said, I don't mind baiting them forward into a fight away from the water. And I keep bringing her AoE. In hindsight, I probably should have gone Sword Soul instead of her AoE. I don't not like her AoE, but I'm going to start running more single targets on her. Get a kill with Sherry. I'm not worried about Z2 dying because she could just revive. I wanted to get some value out of Sherry before she got sniped by something. So that takes a life. I absorb a soul scrap up top. I use Shadow Raid to kill puppets. Extra life. He AoEs me, breaks my shield on Epsilon. Epsilon nabs the kill on Lucretia. Put the damage down, no act again on his characters. He kills my Epsilon. Okay, I go on the city wall, use Decisive Blade. I attack first and end up one-shotting this Lightbringer. And now it's just a matter of cleanup. Pretty straightforward finale. But I'll let it play out. It's a couple more turns. Okay, those are two of the ranked ladder matches. Last one is against Absol. By the way, I mean I'm just showing games where I won. Actually, I didn't lose any on ladder with Z2, but these are all fantastic players. They've all completely destroyed me many times in the past. I'm not trying to belittle anyone. We all have bad games or unlucky games. These are really excellent players who have historically just destroyed me. So yeah, this will be an interesting game. I matched up against Absol like 3 or 4 times in casuals before this ladder match, and he just absolutely crushed me. So I came into this expecting to get crushed. But when he put that summon out there, that was my opening. I already have pretty long range on Lostum, but this lets me get Ellen in the fray and get a soul scrap out for Z2. So I realized, his Z2's literally staring me down. His Jintoki is staring me down. Both of those can one-shot Elwyn, specifically Z2, who can, kill through guard, or kill through extra lives, which he does. But the problem with killing through my extra life is I can reciprocate, and I think I'll take a Z2 over an L1 any day. Now this is a 3C I'm not going to survive. But this is a 3C that he's not going to survive. Again, it's just a trading game. At this point, I busted in with Elwyn, and I'm wagering that my trading game is going to be more potent than his. Yeah, he didn't have an option there, because if he didn't kill Z2, I was just going to eat a soul scrap and AoE his team. This was incredibly close. Makes me want to finish casting my Lostum. And yeah, with Epsilon and Lucretia with her puppet versus IBC, who, doesn't have much left in the tank, it's pretty much game over. Okay, that's it for the ranked matches. I did some friendlies against a couple friends, so let's watch those. Mind you, this is casuals and just friendly scrimmages, so these guys probably weren't taking it very seriously. So, real quick before this game starts, I'd like to show the compositions. I was pretty happy with my comp, other than the fact that he got like a first or second pick Tiaris, and I realized I was going to be severely outranged, and every single unit of his would be able to one-shot mine with her buff. Idiotically, I moved Jintoki forward, thinking I was going to push ahead until I fully synthesized the fact that he has absolutely massive range on me. Oh, you know what? That's an infantry. So he's got Apex boots for added range. I was wondering why it was so incredibly far. Anyway, that's terrifying. So I immediately start running back. And Sherry and Gintoki are just left to the wolves. And he has a soul scrap. Z2 can just immediately jump in. But this is where his calculations kind of fall short. And again, I don't know that he was taking it very seriously, but this was a problem for him. So he jumps in with these two. Now, he does have long range, but it's not that long to be able to support these overextended units. And while I do only have 3 versus 5, Tiaras, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't count as an attacking unit. And now I get to punish him. And Dehart's already blown his abilities. So I strip her immunity, one-shot her. She can't revive. I still have my Z2, who has revive. And now I push the counterattack. So technically it's 3 DPS versus 3 DPS. And so this is where he had an important decision to make. He got one shot off. He could get one shot off. Z2 and Elwyn both have revives, whereas Lostum doesn't. But if he goes for Lostum, he's going to lose his Lucretia because she's going to be out of her revive range. So he opts to kill Elwyn, and I don't know that that was the right decision. It very well may have been. But he could have guaranteed a 2v3 essentially. Yeah, he'd lose Lucretia, but he could immediately punish. But now he's stuck in a 3v4 still versus a 2v4. Again, Cool is an extremely accomplished player. I'm sure he knew and mathed it out what he was doing. I probably would have done something different. I was trying to position my Z2 in a way where Lawson could grapple and get in the fray. It didn't quite work. He body blocked me. And I do still have my revive, but I'm very vulnerable. I wasn't sure if I could grapple through an enemy target. Clearly I couldn't. And then I proceed to try and grapple through an allied target, and I couldn't. So that just looks silly. Tiaras finishes Z2 off. So it's Dehart with no skills still versus Elwyn and Lostum. And once Lucretia's gone, it is what it is. Okay, last match of the video. Another friendly match. Let's take a look at the comps. So I got a Boro here. I believe he picked a tank. Yeah, so he picked tank, healer, Lena. He also has Sherry and Yulia. Positioning my Sherry there was a terrible idea. No, she doesn't die. But one, she's stunned, and two, there's Elena with absolutely massive range on her AoE. So this is absolutely terrible positioning on my part, getting everyone AoE'd. Finishes off Sherry. Almost basically Half-Life's Oboro. These two get scuffed. And my Z2 is silenced and Half-Lifed, and he can't heal. At 2 stacks, I had no idea if this would kill. And again, I think he just wanted to bait me into attacking to see if he could survive because it's a casual match, and he did survive, but the aftermath AoE was what finished it. Meanwhile, my Z2 still can't do anything, and his Half-Life can't heal, can't use skills. Bloodline armor procced. Wasn't sure that that would kill. Ended up clocking Decisive Blade. It was risky attacking into Yulia like that because I didn't have first strike advantage. I completely forgot I needed to have my talent up with the revive. Otherwise, I don't get first strike advantage. So totally could have died on the counter attack there. Either way, yeah. I mean that sums up the games I've been having on Z2. Incredibly fun character. Sad when she gets first banned. Hopefully I'll do more match reviews in the future. Not necessarily specifically about Z2, but we'll see. This is mostly for my sake, but if anyone watched and enjoyed, more power to you. Until next time, later guys.